You know what's on the line. We're playing for our destiny. It's ours to win. It's our time now. To beat Goliath. Let's keep it up.
Right now, we're a family, and we're in our house. No one's going to take it away from us.
Touchdown.
Welcome back to Heinz Field, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where the Cincinnati Bengals come on a roll. Winners of 3 straight and 5 of their last 6. They've been led by John Kitna at quarterback, having his best season. He's got great receivers in Peter Warwick and Chad Johnson, terrific runners. Rudy Johnson's been a prime mover this year, and Corey Dillon's back in good health. And for the Steelers, when it's on the line, they go to the power game. And Jerome Bettis is the bus they'll ride today with the running game. Back with the kickoff in a moment.
Woo! Gotta love this, baby. Cincinnati. You can't get up for this game. You don't need to be here.
Subway presents Fresh Starts, a glance at teams looking to turn heads this season. Subway, eat fresh.
Tennessee who? Tyrants.
The Titans have been tyrants on defense this year, especially against the run. Carlos Hall, Keith Bullock, and Javon Curse are just a few members of the NFL's top-ranked run defense, a unit that's allowed an average of 74 yards rushing per game and is a main reason for the Titans' success.
That's what it's all about, baby.
Ball wind could be somewhat of a factor in the kicking game, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. We look at the coaches across the way getting set for their second meeting of the season. The Steelers have elected to kick off to start the game. They'll have the wind at their back. Jeff Reed is their kickoff man. And back deep for now the Cincinnati Bengals are Brandon Bennett and Kenny Watson. In September at Cincinnati, the Steelers beat the Bengals 17-10. That day, the Bengals had their worst rushing day of the season, 57 yards. The Steelers had their best rushing day. We're underway now. The ball is run back by Bennett across the 20 and the 30 and out across the 35-yard line. And he drives out to the 38 against some Steelers special. Mark Haggins comes down and makes the stop. John Kitna having the best season of his career, a 89 quarterback rating. See the 19 touchdowns he's thrown 4 last week. The road grader on the right side, Big Willie Anderson. He's the guy that'll lead the running game. Chad Johnson, tied for the lead in reception numbers in the AFC, leading in reception yardage. He's turning into a great player in his 3rd year. They try the run. This is Corey Dillon. He cracks the defense of the Steelers and drives the ball across midfield and gets down to the 49-yard line. The Steelers' offense hasn't been real sharp of late, but their defense is always very good. Van Olhoffen, a former Bengal, having a good year at right end. He has 5 sacks already. Inside linebacker Kendrell Bell, one of the NFL's really outstanding young players. He had 2 sacks of Kitna in the September game. Chad Scott starting at left corner. He will be targeted deep. Catch. And as Plaxico Burress making his 44th catch of the year. As we look at Maddox, he had only 73 yards passing last week at Cleveland, but he's not turning the ball over. He's managing the game well. Marvell Smith back at left tackle has been a big factor in their running game improving. They're 3-1 are the Steelers with Smith in the lineup. Bettis had a good game last week, rushed for 94 yards, and is expected to get a lot of work today. Second down coming up. They'll need about 6. The bus cuts back, and the Bengals are there to get him down at about the 10 or 11-yard line. A gain of only 3 yards on the play. Ryan Simmons was on the stop. We look now at the Bengals on defense. Clemens has been a good acquisition. Defensive end who is 4 sacks to lead the Bengals. Adrian Ross, outside linebacker. He'll be called on to blitz today. Try to get heat on Maddox. And Torrey James playing well at cornerback. On the right side, he has 3 in a series. And the run. This is Dillon slanting in and powering ahead across the 30. Getting ahead for about...
changed field position in a huge way.
Yeah, that was a game changer. He caught the jet stream and boomed at 72 yards. Now on 2nd and 5. They go back to Dillon. He breaks ahead. And Corey Dillon, who's had so many injury problems, but now is fully healthy. Had a big game last week at San Diego, and starting off big today is Palomalo.
A couple of very nice days, 182 and a $165. And that's one reason the Bengals have turned it around this year. No matter who's lining up back there, Corey Dillon or Rudy Johnson, that offensive line is helping them out and pushing people out of the way.
Eric Steinbach, the left guard, says the team's now calling those two runners double trouble, and they've been there. Here's Kittner. Taking a look. He's got an open guy downfield. This is Kelly. Washington. And off he goes into the end zone from 51 yards out. And the Bengals take the lead. He was uncovered.
Chad Scott forgot about Washington in the coverage.
Early with Kelly Washington with a touchdown catch last week at San Diego. The rookie from Tennessee, and now one today. 63% of the time this season in the NFL, the team that scores first has won the game. Bengals kick off when we come back to Pittsburgh. He has not been as accurate as he was earlier, but he is mistake-free for the most part. Has not been turning it over. Here's Maddox making a throw to an open receiver for a first down. Right back to Hines Ward. Now he's been a beloved part of the Steelers.
And that's what makes the Steeler organization tick. They're all in it together, from the ownership all the way down to the guys who work in the facility picking up the trash.
And here is a driving run down close to the 45-yard line. Amos Zeraway runs the ball. Could very well be coach of the year as a rookie coach.
Deservedly so.
Third down now for Maddox and the Steelers. Downfield throw, and Plaxico Burress makes a tremendous catch for the Steelers. Threading the defense, and Maddox, with his best throw in a long time, pumps it between the defenders for torture. And all season has 3.5 sacks. Here comes Maddox throwing over the middle, and a beautiful catch by Plaxico Burress. What a play. On third down and 16. He's ahead for a gain of 18 yards and 4-2-25. Fought off the pass rusher. Now the field goal try by Jeff Reed is hit up and good from 23 yards out. John Kitna at the controls, the only quarterback in the NFL who's taken every snap this season. First down. Timing throw. Almost picked, and then it's caught for a reception out to the 28-yard line, and just got it over Joe. Let's find out more about the Colts and the Patriots as we go back to Jim Nance. Jim?
All right, Don, how about this? Tom Brady begins the game 14 out of 15, and right here connects with Dedrick Ward for the touchdown. 17-0 New England midway through the second. Let's go back to Don and Steve.
Thank you, Jim. They weren't expecting that in Naptown.
No, they weren't. I'll tell you what, New England is one of those teams that always peaks at the right time.
Getner takes a look, makes a throw. Nicely done on a second down and 10 play. He threads it down the middle of the field.
We're back at Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. And there's Bob Bratkowski, and they're asking him to come up with a play on 3rd and 14 to give the Bengals an opportunity to continue this drive.
Big down now. Kitna making a call. He's out of timeouts. Needs 15. Stands in. He's on the run. He might get there. John Kitna dives and gets the first down. So John Kitna, not known for his running, had no alternative.
None of the defensive backs are looking at him. They're looking at their receivers, and he has a lot of room to run.
Gets the first down on 3rd and long. Dillon turning outside. Turns on Chad Scott. Works the sideline and gets ahead for a gain of almost 9 yards.
Franchise. This is kind of one of the things. 1990 was the last time they had 6 wins this late in the season. There's only 28 players in the league that are still playing. The last time the Bengals had 6 wins after 11 games.
They are quite confident they're not done winning this season. Here is Dillon again on short yardage play, 2nd and short. He powers his way to the 35-yard line. Very important.
When you saw him run those last 2 times, you see him go wide. One of the things about him, I said he was big, I said he was fast, but when he gets out there, watch his stiff arm. And it's been described, he puts that stiff arm on, it'll electrocute you.
Yeah, that's
it'll hurt you.
One of the Bengal scouts, John Garrett, says he electrocutes people when he straight arms them.
That's a good analogy.
Kitna play faking, running out of time, gets the ball to his tight end, and that's going to be good for a first down. That's Reggie Kelly, who's missed 5 games with the bad field. Kitna again sets up on 3rd and 10. Here come the Steelers. Kitna stands in, makes a throw. It is caught by Peter Warwick inside the 5-yard line. So Warwick, who dropped the 3rd down 5-yard line. Steelers with that sensational goal line stand last week at Cleveland. Can they do it again? Here's Kitna standing in, looks, throws to the end zone. Touchdown. Beautifully executed again. Kitna's 16-yard run on 3rd and 15 in this drive.
No question.
Now Shane Graham, the extra point try is up and good. And the Bengals roll on, building to a 14-3 lead with just 1:54 left to play. Maddox at quarterback, needing to get the ball down the field. 9:06 to go, 3rd quarter. Dennis cutting back, breaking tackles, and he's ahead for a gain of close to 5. Near the game on 2 first-half touchdown throws by Kitna. Maddox rolling out. Heat coming. Maddox with a terrific throw for first down out to the 40-yard line. Burris now, Steve, up to 6 catches for 93 yards on the day. The bus breaks it on a first down rush. He dives out to the 47-yard line. But the Steelers with the penalty drive on now. Down 14-3. Maddox timing throw. Once again, it's number 80, the former Michigan State All-American, Plaxico Burris, coming in 12th season. Maddox, open guy, makes the connection, beautifully done. On 3rd and 13, he drills it downfield for 17 yards and a... Ready to throw again, good play fake. He swings it out in the flat, gets an open guy, and this is Dan Kreider. And Kreider powers down the sideline. Only guy in the league from New Hampshire.
Right here.
Steelers are good on 4th down. They're 7 of 14 converting 4th downs. This time they're looking to convert for a touchdown. The bus bangs. Touchdown is signaled. A linesman comes in.
It's over. It's over. It's a touchdown.
One linesman came in, signaled touchdown. The other did not. Jeff Reed booms the kick up and good. The field almost, too. He's at the top of your screen against Torrey James. James, you see, backing off. Here's Maddox looking near side, makes the throw, and a connection beautifully executed. He gets the ball to Hines Ward. First down, Steelers down to the 29-yard line of Cincinnati, a 9-yard end. Burris set to the lower portion of your screen. He's been the weapon. Maddox dumps it over the middle, makes the connection. The ball is taken by Hines Ward down close to the 20-yard line, about a yard and a half short of a first down, 2 yards short. 39-yard field goal attempt by Jeff Reed. This year Reed has hit 16 of 21. Gets the ball, spins it up, right on time down. Is it? It is good. He catches inside. So Bill Cowher sees his Steelers inching closer, down by 1. Now they've got to throw a 2nd and 10. So they run. And Dillon gets nothing. So they can't run, and now it's 3rd and long again.
Don, so much of this game is all about attitude and...
This is 3rd down coming up. 3rd down and a long 8 for Kitna. The blitzers are aligning. Kitna looks. He throws. Chad Johnson with a phenomenal play. He's on the run. Can they catch him? A blocker comes up. Gives him some room. And Johnson is inside the 10-yard line on what might be the play of the season for the Cincinnati Bengals when they've never needed it more.
And it may be this play of the season for the
Rams. Extend the lead to 4. He hits it. He bends it with a draw, and he drives it through with perhaps the biggest kick of his career, at least as a Bengal. And Cincinnati builds to a 4-point lead. So with 8:32 to play, the Steelers now need a touchdown. It's a lot of good guitar at home.
What he can play.
Eddie Van Halen.
Good. He has a great interview with Lawrence Taylor, though.
Here is the throw in the flat, and it's Plaxico Burress extending easily for the ball. And Maddox in rhythm again with his big wide receiver, advances the ball for a first down and a 12-yard throw.
And I think the Bengals could take a page out of the Pittsburgh defensive playbook and start getting more aggressive. They did that on the last series and got 2 sacks. But now the Pittsburgh Steelers are playing a little bit of hurry-up offense. It's just a hustle-up offense. They don't try to get a few more plays in a little more less time.
Maddox, who was sacked twice in the last possession, throws for a completion to the 39-yard line. I'm sure he's given the mandate in the huddle, Steve. You've got to give me time, and they're doing it as Hines Ward makes the play.
The fact that it takes the Bengals out of their ability to blitz. They don't want to blitz on a 2nd and short because the Steelers can take advantage of it so easily. All they need to do is, even if the quarterback sidesteps the blitz, he can fall forward for the first down. So they're trying to force them to keep throwing the football, even if it's short yardage, so they give them a chance to get the incompletion.
Well, he's been hitting a lot of throws when he's had to, and he has to now. 3rd down and 4. Maddox steps in, makes a throw and a catch. This is Antoine Randall. He's got a first down, and he advances the ball to the Bengals' 40-yard line.
Right now, Don.
Now they're coming with a 4-man rush. Are the the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's another throw and catch. Hines Ward takes it down to the 16-yard line as Maddox is absolutely brilliant. He has completed now 26 of 39. The last 4, 13 yards and a first down.
He is 8 of 9 on this drive alone, Don, and he has been the difference, and the Steelers have come on in the second half to give themselves a chance.
Again, he gets time. Open receiver. Touchdown, and the Steelers take the lead. Hines Ward. Steelers take the lead on their home field, and now the extra point by Jeff Reed, which gives them a 3-point lead with 65 seconds left to play.
Well, the Bengals insist on playing soft coverage here late in the game, and
Heinz Field really is loud now as they're up, and the Bengals with the pressure on Kitna.
You know, amazing, a couple of plays ago, he catches this ball and gets a knee in the back, in the low part of his back, and it really hurts. You can see as he tries to get up, he struggles to his feet. He has not been exactly right since, but he's toughed it out and stayed in the game.
And how about the personal foul call when the Bengals had it? 1st and goal, and set him back. They had to kick a field goal. Now it is Brandon Bennett breaking it outside. Spins off. Brandon Bennett's on the run, heading for the sideline. And John Kitna will have 58 seconds to get into field goal range.
You can hear them chant defense, defense. They got 2 timeouts, 57 seconds, and they need a field goal.
Kitna stands in, makes a throw. Open receiver, and the ball is caught at the 33-yard line as Peter Warwick on a
10 for 52-yard at least, and they can try that.
They got a lot of ways to go. Now they go to a draw play, and straight up the middle they go to Brandon Bennett, and he powers his way down to the 17-yard line with 26 seconds left, and they let the clock run with 2 timeouts left.
Now he called it quick one. Finally, you're right, Don. Had to call that. I was looking for that timeout too. And now the Steelers come out, and they're playing a little bit more aggressively.
Kitna looks, throws, touchdown Bengals! Incredible!
And a flag down late.
Unbelievable. The play going to go. It was Matt Schobel, the tight end.
It was a late hit on the catch in the end zone.
Flag on the play.
The Bengals hit a touchdown throw to Matt Schobel with 13 seconds left.
I don't think Schobel has caught a pass all day.
He hasn't. That's his first.
And it will. It's against the Steelers.
The touchdown is good. 28. Unnecessary roughness on the defense. We'll assess it on the kickoff.
All the calls in the last 2 minutes of the game, the last 2 minutes of the half, and an overtime come from upstairs. So Bernie Kukar's had a time now to review it. Here is his pronouncement.
After reviewing the play, the receiver had 3 feet down. 1, 2, 3, touchdown.
3 feet.
Hit all 3 feet down.
I like a camera shot of Matt Schobel. I want to get a look at his 3rd foot.
Now the extra point's enormous because it would mean the Steelers would have to score a touchdown in 13 seconds.
1, 2, 3. Yep. 3 feet down.
Matt Schobel, who never actually played tight end at Texas Christian. He was flexed out. He was put in a slot. He had to learn to play tight end as a Bengal. He was quiet all day until that huge play. The extra point by Shane Graham is up and good. A 52-yard drive in 52 seconds. Kittner with his 3rd touchdown toss of the day. And as they start to file out of Heinz Field, they got guys playing 70 yards off the line of scrimmage. Here is Maddox. Dumps it off. Amos Zaraway on the run, and he is down and out. And the Steelers are beaten on their home field by the Bengals 24-20. We thank you for being with us. And now we're going to send you to Jim Nantz in New York.